I feel burdened that I have to spend so much to take care of my family and also to myself. How to overcome this negative money feeling? So, for those of you who have a resistance to spending money, I'm going to break that resistance for you today. So, the first thing you need to know is that I told you the only reason why you're not raking in money right now, raking in as in your whole house can be filled with $1, $1, $1 bills. You could have so much money right now. The only reason you don't have it is because some guys are inside your head. But the first one is your belief system around money. So, the first thing you should know is that money is like oxygen. Money is like oxygen. When I take an in breath, when I take an in breath, that oxygen is nurturing me, all of that. And then what happens? There's an out breath. I'm releasing, right? I'm releasing that breath. What happens after I release the breath? What is the next thing that happens? Okay, so when you take an exhale, when you exhale, the next thing that happens is there's another inhale that comes. Okay, another deep inhale comes. So if you can see money as that, it's just you exhaled, and when you exhale with this relaxed way, when you spend money in a relaxed way, your vibration stays very pure to receive more money. But when you spend money in a very upset way, you're upset when you spend money, you're feeling the pinch, you're going to come for class, every piece of the puzzle you're going to figure out when you spend, what all crap is happening internally. Because when you spend with a negative energy, you will block that flow coming back. But the flow, if you spend with a positive energy, you will gain the flow back. So there are several attitudes you can take when you're spending. The first attitude, any attitude that makes you feel good when you spend, and that attitude is always up to you, will make the flow of money keep coming to your life, because money is a currency. So the first attitude is when you're spending, the first awesome attitude you can take is that money is an oxygen. When I exhale, an inhale is about to come. Okay, that is one great energy shift that you can have. The second one, and this I learned from one of my own students, she said this one and it just stuck in my head since she said it. She said, I'm so happy when I spend money, because when I spend money, I'm adding abundance into someone else's life as well. Now, some people who don't have a good money energy will feel very yucky when I say the statement, I'm adding abundance in someone else's life. So people with a negative money energy, they'll be like, hey, I only don't have money, why I should send money to other people? No, I don't like. So skip it. Okay, use only the ones that make you feel good. So the first one is money is like oxygen. When I exhale, I will also inhale. The second one is I love adding abundance in other people's lives. If that makes you feel good, then use that affirmation. Remember, it's all about the feeling, because your heart is the magnet. But the third way in which you can do this is look at the trees. When you look at a tree, do you see that there are leaves on the floor that have been shed on the ground? But there's also so much leaves up on the trees. When you realize that abundance is the total nature of this universe, there are so many leaves. Right now, you cannot look outside and try to calculate the number of leaves on any single tree. You cannot do it. It's impossible because there's so many leaves. That's how much abundance there is in this universe. Abundance is everywhere. There's abundance of ideas, abundance of sand, abundance of oxygen, abundance of leaves, abundance of trainers, coaches, books, knowledge, money, companies, shares. There's so much abundance of everything. Abundance of clothes, colors, mics, cameras, laptops. You're telling me that this world is limited? It's not. It's an abundant universe. So now, when I look at that tree and I look at a little bit leaves are on the floor, I equate that to spending. When I spend, I remember that these are just the little leaves that are on the floor, but divine is producing so much more leaves on my tree. So when you take that attitude, you will spend peacefully. Another final way, and I've taught this in my paid class, I'm telling you this because it's important. The final way in which you can spend, knowing that you're going to attract a ton more money, is that you can, actually there are many ways, okay, but I'll tell you this one. You can speak to the money and say, hey, I'm so happy that I have you right now to send out into the world. Please bless these people, bless the things that I'm paying for, because you are paying for things. If you pay for my courses, you're going to get things much more than what you paid for. But whatever you pay for, if I paid for this charger, for example, I get a charger. You know how much value this charger has in my life? Would I feel bad when I'm paying for a charger when I think of the amount of value this charger has in my life? No, right? So when you're paying, remember, you're paying for value, paying for things that are giving something amazing into your life. So pay happily. But when you're paying, you speak to the money and you say, money, thank you, bless the things and the people, and then come back with all your friends. Bless them, multiply yourself, and come back with all your friends. Now, when you spend, your resistance is a lot less. You feel a lot better. And if you have upset about supporting your family, look at that energy right there. Supporting your family will help them feel happy. Do you not feel happy when they're happy? The only reason you're getting resentful is because you're still vibrating in a lack consciousness. You're not yet switched over to understanding the money is abundant in this world and this universe is an abundant universe. If you can flip your energy, nothing is stopping you, because you are not the one creating the money in your life. It's an energy the divine is producing. You have to get out of your way by removing these resentments. Now that's where you have to flip your energy. You have to flip your attitude in a way that brings peace and joy in your heart. So then when I pay taxes, I bless that money, because I think of it like those leaves under the tree, right? When there are leaves under the tree, you know that so much more abundance is there for you than that little bit tax that you paid. When you look at that thing as a huge thing, because you see yourself less than that money. But when I see there's so much abundance and this tax is small compared to how much the universe has in store for me, these are the beliefs you must build. It's an energy game. When you see how much the universe has for me and this tax or this payment is there, I bless it and I say, okay, may this money go and support a lot of the people who get paid by the taxes. May this build better infrastructure in my country. I'm so happy how many people be benefited by this. Instead of thinking, oh, this is going to corrupt politicians, ultimately it's an energy game. I can choose that energy, or I can choose to think about all the people who will get helped by this tax money and feel great about it. When I feel great about it, my abundance grows. When I feel stinky about it, I block it. Why? Why would you block it? Now think about it. If you resent paying money for anything, you're going to subconsciously block having money to pay for stuff. I'll repeat that. When you resist paying for anything, whether you have to buy things for your family or to pay tax, you will subconsciously block your income so that you don't have enough to pay for others or to pay tax. So you block your own money. Nobody else blocks money for you. There's no universe saying, okay, this person, I'm going to make them struggle. This person, I'm going to do this. No. The universe is showering equally on everybody. You will figure out who are these stinky elements in your head which are blocking the flow. So one of them is resentment towards paying for money, for paying for stuff. When you have resentment, like I was today when I was making my slides, talking about convenience fee or tax charged on purchases, and I said, if you're going to let convenience fee, like we have students who will come and message me saying, I want to avoid the convenience fee of the platform, so can I directly pay your bank account? And that convenience fee will be like 400 rupees, something, you'll buy a vada pav in a restaurant or whatever, 400 rupees. That much to save, they will run to make sure that they do some other thing to. All that are blocking energies. You can be smart with your money, save money, do good things around money, manage money. But when you have the money, when you have the 400 rupees, you still want to penny pinch. That's coming from a place of lack. And as long as there's lack in your mind, that you will block the flow. Whenever you pay, you create a positive energy to pay with. And when there's a positive energy, the money will come back to you. Was this of value? Okay, if it was value, just type valuable, okay? Because again, this is not like I always say, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a coach, but I'm not just telling you some words. These are things that the number of success stories we have. I'm not just talking about my academy. You look at any academy that's teaching money energy work, anybody's academy that's teaching law of attraction around money, you're going to see so many money results. The only difference between people, we've had people who are from abject poverty who've done so well in their lives. The only difference is something in your head. Somebody has gone through a childhood where they were, for example, I worked with a lady who from childhood, she was born in Punjab, and in that family, they were taught that girls are just stupid and girls are incapable and they just need to wait for a man to take them to help them financially. They've not been taught that they have their own power to create their own finances. This is what the conditioning they came from. So when they come from place of, oh, I'm not capable, when they grow up, that childhood stuff comes and affects them. Then that child inside of them saying, I can't do it. I am not technical. I can't make my own money. It's a man. I need to marry a man. You don't need a man, women. You are as divine as any other being in this universe. You're as blessed. You get to create your own money. Why are you depending on a man? See? So don't take that easy way out. Make your own finances. This class is called Master Your Money Energy Code. So the code is something I've not taught before in a public class. It's the first time, so come learn it.